Hi everyone, Meemaw is going to read another one of her favorite books. This one is truly one of the top of my favorite books. It's called Thundercake and it's by Patricia Polacco. And she illustrated it, that means she drew the pictures, and she also wrote the words, so she's the author. Once on a summer sultry day at my grandmother's farm in Michigan, the air gets damp and heavy. Storm clouds drift over the fields. Birds fly close to the ground. The clouds glow for an instant with a sharp crackling light, and then a roaring, low, rumbling sound of thunder makes the windows shudder on their panes. The sound used to scare me when I was little. I loved to go to Grandma's house. Babushka, as I used to call my grandma, had come from Russia years before. But I feared Michigan's summer storms. I feared the sound of thunder more than anything. I always hid under the bed when the storm moved near the farmhouse. This is the story of my grandma. My babushka helped me overcome my fear of thunderstorms. This is a picture of the farm in Babushka. Grandma looked at the horizon, drew a deep breath, and said, "This is Thundercake, baking weather all right. Looks like a storm coming to me." You can see she's looking. She lives on her farm, and she's looking at the weather. She has all her farm animals. "Child, come out from under that bed. It's only thunder you're hearing," my grandma would say. Well, there's that little one hiding under the bed. The air was hot, heavy, and damp. A loud clap of thunder shook the house, rattled the windows and made me grab her close. "Steady, child," she cooed. "Unless you let go of me, we won't be able to make a thunder cake today." "Thundercake," I stammered as I hugged her even closer. "Don't pay attention to that old thunder except to see how close the storm is getting. When you see the lightning, start counting real slow. When you hear the thunder, stop counting. The number is how many miles away the storm is. Understand?" she asked. "We need to know how far away the storm is so we have time to make the cake and get it into the oven before the storm comes, or it won't be real thunder cake." Thunder cake. That sounds exciting. Her eyes surveyed the black clouds away off in the distance. Then she went into the kitchen. Her worn hands pulled a thick book from the shelf above the wood stove. "Let's find that recipe, child," she crowed as she lovingly fingered the grease-stained pages to the crease spot. "Here it is, thunder cake." She carefully penned the ingredients in a piece of notepaper. "Now let's gather all the things we need," she exclaimed, and we scurried towards the back door. So she wrote all the ingredients down, and now they have to go get them. We were by the barn door when a huge bolt of lightning flashed. I started counting like Grandma told me. Can you count with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then the thunder roared. 10 miles away, Grandma said as she looked at the sky. "About an hour away, I'd say. You'll have to hurry, child. Gather them eggs, careful like," she said. Eggs from mean old Nellie Peckhen. I was scared. I knew she would try to peck me. "I'm here. She won't hurt you. Just get them eggs," Grandma said softly. The lightning flashed again. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 miles, Grandma reminded me. So they got the eggs. Milk was next. Milk from Old Kick Cow, as Grandma called her. Kick Cow turned and looked mean right at me. I was scared. She looked so big. Zip went the lightning. Are you ready to count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ba-boom went the thunder. 8 miles, child, Grandma croaked. Now we have to get chocolate and sugar and flour from the dry shed. Long ago, they didn't have fridges like we have now, so they had to keep things in the dry shed. I was scared as we walked down the path from the farmhouse through tanglewood weeds to the dry shed. Suddenly, the lightning slit the sky again. Ready to count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ba-boom, ba-boom, crashed the thunder. It scared me a lot, but I kept walking with Grandma. Another jagged red edge of lightning flashed as we crept into the dry shed. Ready to count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Crackle, crackle, boom, 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 the thunder bellowed. It was dark and I was scared. I'm here, child, Grandma said softly from the doorway. Hurry now, we haven't got much time. We've got everything but the secret ingredient. Ooh, I wonder what the secret ingredient is. Let's see. 3 overripe tomatoes and some strawberries, Grandma whispered as she squinted at the list. I climbed up high on the trellis, the ground looking away down. I was scared. I'm here, child, she said. Her voice was steady and soft. You won't fall. I reached 3 luscious tomatoes while she picked the strawberries. Lightning again. Are you ready to count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kaboom, 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 kaboom. The thunder, it roared. So, see, she had to climb way up there to get the secret ingredient, the tomatoes. We hurried back to the house and the warm kitchen, and we measured the ingredients. I poured them into the mixing bowl while Grandma mixed. I churned butter for the frosting and melted chocolate. Finally, we poured the batter into the cake pans and put them into the oven together. Lightning lit the kitchen. I only counted 2. Are you ready to count? 1, 2, 3. Oh, only till 3. Oh my goodness. And the thunder rumbled and crashed. 3 miles away, Grandma said, and the cake is in the oven. We made it. We have a real Thundercake now. So they got it in the oven just in time. As we waited for the cake, Grandma looked out the window for a long time. Why aren't you afraid of thunder? You're so brave, she said. She looked right at me. I'm not brave, Grandma, I said. I was under the bed, remember? But you got out from under it, she answered. And you got eggs from mean old Nellie Peckhen. You got milk from old Kick Cow. You went through Tanglewood Woods to the dry shed. You climbed the trellis in the barnyard. From where I sit, only a very brave person could have done all those things. Do you think she was brave? I think so. I thought and thought as the storm rumbled closer. She was right. I was brave. Brave people can't be afraid of a sound, child, she said. As we spread out the tablecloth and set the table, when we were done, we hurried into the kitchen to take the cake out of the oven. After the cake had cooked, we frosted it. They're setting the table, getting all ready. just when the lightning flashed, and this time it lit the whole sky. Even before the last flash had faded, the thunder rolled and crashed just above us. The storm was here. Perfect, Grandma cooed. Just perfect. She beamed as she added the last strawberry to the glistening chocolate frosting on top of the Thundercake. Does it look delicious? Yes, it does. As the rain poured down on her roof, Grandma cut a wedge for each of us. She poured us steaming cups of tea from the teapot. When the thunder roared above us so hard it shook the windows and rattled the dishes in the cupboards, we just smiled and we ate our Thundercake. From that time on, I was never, ever feared the voice of thunder again. And then, if you look on the last page, here is the recipe for Thundercake. And I can tell you that it's delicious. And when one of my children were very little, they were very afraid of thunder. And that's why I bought this book. And then every time it would thunder, and even to this day right now, sometimes if it's a pretty good thunderstorm, he'll call me and he'll say, "Mom, are you making me a Thundercake today?" And it doesn't make him afraid anymore. He was very excited when a storm came because he knew he would get cake. So that's the story for today. And now you know why I love this book so much. Thank you for listening, and be safe and healthy.